In this video, I'm going to guide you on how to state all these scientific laws written on this board. I would have given you more than this, but the size of my board doesn't permit me to do so. It is very, very important for you as a science student to know how to state these laws. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Let's begin with the first one. The first one here is Hooke's law. Hooke's law can be found in physics, and the topic where you can find this law is elasticity. Hooke's law states that the force acting on an elastic material is directly proportional to the extension of the material, provided the elastic limit of the material is not exceeded. The formula for Hooke's law is F equal to Ke, where F is the applied force, K is the elastic constant, and E is the extension of the material. Let's look at the second one. Second one here is Boyle's law. Boyle's law can be found in both physics and chemistry. The topic where you can find this law is gas laws. Boyle's law states that the volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure, provided the temperature is constant. The formula for Boyle's law is P1V1 equal to P2V2. Let's look at the third one. Next is Charles' law. Charles' law can also be found in gas laws in physics and chemistry. Charles' law states that the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature in Kelvin, provided the pressure is constant. The formula for Charles' law is V1 over T1 equal to V2 over T2. Let's look at the next one. Ohm's law. Ohm's law can be found in physics. The topic where you can find this law is electricity. Ohm's law states that the current passing through a metallic conductor, such as a wire, is directly proportional to the potential difference across its ends, provided the temperature and other physical conditions are kept constant. According to Ohm's law, the formula is V equal to IR, where V is the potential difference, which is the voltage, I is the current, and R is the resistance. Let's look at the next one there. We have Parallelogram's law of vector. This one can be found in physics. The topic, you can see this topic is vectors. Parallelogram's law of vector states that two vectors acting at a point can be represented in magnitude and direction by taking the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram to represent the magnitude of the vectors and the resultant represented by the diagonal drawn from their point of intersection. That's it for Parallelogram's law of vector. This particular one, they make use of sine and cosine rule. Okay, and let's look at the next one, which is Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law states that at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain the same number of molecules. Next is Newton's law of universal gravitation. Newton's law of universal gravitation states that the force of attraction between two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now, the next on the list is Pythagoras' theorem. Pythagoras' theorem is found in mathematics. The topic you can find this theorem is trigonometry. Pythagoras' theorem states that in a right-angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. Let's look at the next one, Archimedes' principle. Archimedes' principle is found in physics when you're talking about flotation. Archimedes' principle states that when a body is completely immersed or partially immersed in a liquid, that it will experience an upthrust, which is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the body. Next one is Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume. This one is found in chemistry. Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume states that when gases react, they do so in volumes, which are a simple ratio to one another and to the volume of their product if gaseous, provided the temperature and pressure are constant. Next one is Faraday's first law of electrolysis. Faraday's first law of electrolysis states that the mass of an element deposited during electrolysis is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through it. Next one is Auber principle. Auber principle is in chemistry. The topic you can find this one is electronic configuration. Auber principle states that in the building up of atoms, electrons enter into orbitals in increasing order of energy level. Next is Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure states that if a container contains a mixture of gases which do not react chemically together, that the total pressure exerted by the container will be equal to the sum of the partial pressures of the individual gases in the container. The last on the list is Graham's law of diffusion. Graham's law of diffusion states that at constant temperature and pressure, the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its density. So that's it for this video. I hope you find this video helpful.